C'est bon.
We are live. Hello everyone. This is Sonia, and I am the co-founder of Boutique NYC. Thank you for being here. It's our fourth Meet the Founder event, and we introduce you to indie brand founders and learn about their story, their challenges, and their success. Before we get started to show you and talk with our special guests, I just want to mention that if you have any question, please leave them below, and we will answer your question at the end of the event. Especially our guests will answer your question. And also, you have a special offer on the hero product that's going to be presented today. You have 20% off for 1 week. So let's get started. It's my pleasure to welcome Ludovic Audesson. I have my French accent, obviously. He's the founder of REJUCREAM. Hi, Ludovic, and welcome. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Sonia. Good evening. Welcome to Boutique.
Well, welcome. And obviously, we have French accent. Then I hope you're going to understand us and we're not going to kill it with our French accent. Then REJUCREAM is an advanced skincare line for women intimate area. The energy center of women bodies from puberty to motherhood, menopause. And REJUCREAM addresses the unique needs of this area, providing the special care and attention it deserves, and bringing the product that help with the overall vaginal health and general well-being. Then why we do that? Because it's so important to keep the intimate area skin as healthy as possible on a daily basis, because it's exposed to outside influence that lead to a loss of moisture, irritation, discomfort, and we know all that. Then without taking more time, Ludovic, tell us, how did you get started? Tell us about yourself. We want to hear all of it.
So REJUCREAM was, the idea came 10 years ago. I was at a dinner with some girlfriend here in New York, and we started talking about intimate care. And we have a very strong conversation. And through the conversation, I discovered something was missing. And I start to speak around me to many women, and start to speak about intimate care. And I rediscover something was missing, and it was taboo. And a lot of people were suffering from it because I feel very uncomfortable. So it 10 years ago. So through the 10 years, it took me 3 years to find the perfect lab, to find the perfect, and after to find the team. I created REJUCREAM 7 years ago. First, we did the first version of the cream, and it took us 2 years to do it. And we brought one people on board, and we create Rejuvenate all together. So we create a team of women around me, between the lab, the formulation, the marketing, everything, but like a labor of love. At the meantime, the godmother of the company, the woman who inspired me, was leader in their field, give me the insights. So we did some tests around 200 person of the formula. When they approved it, we launched Rejuvenate. So we launched it a year and a half ago. We went through a test, gynecological test, hypoallergenic test, dermatology tests. We spoke with doctors who like the product and support the product. So it was a labor of love for 10 years.
Labor of love. I love that. Well, it took you 10 years of work, but also the curiosity that even came to me in the beginning since I met you. You are a hair colorist by profession. That's your training. And we would think, why creating a line of intimate care instead of, let's say, a hair color line? Why would you do that? Especially, I know you saw the need, but tell us about that part, which is important.
So Through intimate care, well, my background is a hair colorist. I've been in the hair industry for 27, 28, 29 years. I grew up with a grandmother who used to have a cosmetic store. And why intimate care? Because I discovered like when a woman is disconnected about her intimate part, she doesn't feel good about herself and nothing go well. Because energy wise, nothing on too many taboo, on too many hurt feeling, and people were feeling bad about themselves, something was wrong. So I decided to have a little input in this world to make the woman I love feel better about themselves, and in the same time to do some education to break all the taboo of intimate care, intimate health, intimate well-being.
This week we are celebrating at Boutique men who are supporting women, and you are definitely a man supporting women by doing this because I know 10 years ago it was taboo, and it's still taboo now in many ways, but still there's some brands that popped up for the intimate care, which is great for all of us women, and maybe they will create for a line for men as well. But how impactful it is! That was 10 years ago. You made the research, and how do you see the impact now? I mean, you have customer. Obviously, it's been a year and a half. How do you see that impact on your customer that you
So,
see yourself?
so through customer, first of all, testimony, feedback, message. Like I'm very always very touched when I get a message. When we get a message, when we get a review, when people come to us, when people buy the product or we bought the product, and when we have some people in the field who recommend our product, because like we have a dermatologist who recommended gynecologist, some gynecologist. So that for me that's very important because I'm really like having an impact on people's life on a deeper level than to be like superficial like a hair and like it's very something moving forward because we're breaking taboo too at the same time.
Yeah, and you said yourself now it's been, I mean, 10 years you start working on it. It took you a few years of research, and you have dermatologists, OBGYN, collaborating with the brand and supporting the product themselves. I would like to know how, I mean, 10 years, I would say you are really a pioneer in this. Even there's some brand that now, are starting in the intimate care, but you thought about it 10 years ago when it did not exist at all. And it took you a few years of research. Tell us about that research, because you do also clinical tests compared to other products, who don't do clinical tests. I would like to tell us more about the research, the ingredients, it's so important.
So first of all, we decide to do a very clean product from origin from natural ingredients. So we create a complex with from plant stem cell, peptide, and probiotic. And we use the red algae for the irritation. So our complex really help on the skin, block the moisture, fight again a little bit when it's to lock the moisture inside the skin, because what is very important is like to any trauma, a woman go to her life between the shaving, the waxing, the laser, the cancer. So this part of the body can become very dry, very irritated. Working out too, because with the irritation, you really like a second underwear and protect really the intimate area, and that's very important. So the other voice was very important. Is the woman around us, on the woman part of the team, on the people who tried the product to have that feedback. So we did with our partner. I was on the backside. They were all having one-on-one discussion with each woman who tried the product to get the feedback and to improve. So we create this formula with the feedback from people who are testing it.
Okay, and the research and the ingredient, I mean, the fact that you chose one ingredient over another took you a lot of research around it and scientific backup behind. obviously.
So it's all about like we did some research with Jennifer to unpick every ingredient for the effect, the impact, and to make sure they're healthy because a lot of products on the market are um, the ingredients are not very stable, like the organic product. It can be very dangerous. This is the area of the body where you shouldn't have anything going inside, and you have to be very careful. So, like every ingredient was unpicked by us and by a team of experts to preserve a deviation to make sure the formula was perfect.
And you're saying organic products for the intimate care is not the best thing. And I know from a fact that your product is a clean product. And, clean is a movement, and we all want safe products, non toxic. Um, Tell us about that part, because many of our audience, the clean part, for the intimate area is not very clear, and even like using products for our intimate area is not very clear. And then please explain a little bit, explain
So,
us.
you have to be very careful what you use. Some product leave some deposits, and like when it's organic, the ingredients are not the same from one batch to the other. So the formula will never be the same for one to production to the other production. And the stability is very important. And like sometimes they use some ingredient when people can get allergic to it. Like for the hair care industry, a lot of organic product on the hair can clog the pores. On the long term, you can have some hair loss and you can have some trouble. So we want to have a product who respects the pH, who respects the zone, and respect its skin, and that our ingredients are stable and we are not evolved like organic product or turn very fast. Like usually organic product don't last very fast on the shelf, and they can. So it's mostly for the health and the safety of the product.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are a man making a product for intimate care for women.
Yes.
Then that's the most interesting part also from your story that I would like you to share with us, because it's taboo, and even to speak about it, how people react in this, how are you facing this challenge as a man developing this? Then explain me that, because it's so important. And after, I want you to explain us the product as well.
Okay. So the big thing like ever, you're a gay man. How do you know about women? You're like, and now that's what the on you're a man. You don't know understand. Um, I was very inspired by a lot of women in my life, and as a gay man, I'm very close to most of my friends and customer, so they feel very comfortable to speak with me about what's going on. And sometimes, like it's too much information, but I'm always here to listen to them because when you want one-on-one relation with someone, you can like have all the complaint, everything, and I'm really here and I don't judge. So that was so the biggest challenge was to people believing me at the beginning on a group of very strong women who I call my godmother of the company. Uh, One were on brand, look at me, Mr. WQ, I have a great idea, please go for it. I will help you and support you. Like on the, we still have conversation sometime. And like, that's what the woman around me did. Then this is great, go for it. You can do it. We love you and we believe in you because you have the perfect person to do it because you understand us more than anyone. So that was but my biggest challenge was to be credible at the beginning. And I'm a hairstylist. So what do you know? What do you know? I'm like, relationship help like was a key.
Do people react when you present the product, or I mean, depends, either it's with doctor who react to the fact that you're a man is more uh, your customer or your prospect, or I mean, who does react to the fact that you're a man, like in a way, why would you do that?
So what is very interesting, like when I met some professionals, they always like um, we always like open the conversation, and they're always telling me, we're following you, we're with you because you want to educate, you want to do that, you want to do that, and it's really what we need to do. So that's the first reaction is really positive, not negative anymore. And usually what I do, I let them try the product for like a couple of weeks. Like I know that we have some people trying it in Asia, and they get feedback, and after we have another conversation, and I brought on board the people working in the team, on the people who use it. We can talk about the ingredient, about the effect. I'm like, it's woman to woman, and I'm just like the one connecting everybody.
Yeah, and I, myself, I feel as a person, I feel sometimes very comfortable. I have many gay friends, and speaking about my intimate life, not even it's more easy than for me. You presenting the products for me is so normal. Even if you're not gay, it's not your orientation that's going to make a difference. As long as you know your subject and you know your product, you don't need to use we don't need to use product on ourselves sometimes to create a product that works for people. Then I would love you to, yeah, to show us the products, and you are the founder. Nobody know it more than you.
So this is Rejuvenate. This is the box.
Mhm.
And this is a baby sample we give to people to try. So our formula is non-sticky, fast absorbing, hypoallergenic. So you can see I put a lot, but it is really absorbing very fast on the skin, non-sticky. So like that's very important because for this part of the body, if it's oily, leave a residue and it's very uncomfortable. So the ingredient we spoke about it, like all response, so it's nourishing, moisturizing, hydrating, soothing. Um, so many benefits. All the claim has been backed by the test we did with the dermatologist and the gynecologist. It's hypoallergenic. And you just have to try, like it's what I said. So you just need a little bit, like a little bit size. So you see like my skin completely gone. It's just a little bit, and you apply one times a day after the shower on a dry skin. And you can do twice a day if you want, but like you adapt yourself with how much you want to use, a little bit you want to use. Um, voila.
Et voilà. Voila. And it's it's moisturizing. I'm sure by having a moisturizer, I'm sure you thought already about other products to develop. Do you have any upcoming products, to complete the line? Or
We have a wash coming up named Nourish, but I would like to add a little story about REJUCREAM who's been given to me by one of the
of
customers.
course, of course.
So she used it for a little bit, and she looked at me and said, who's your biggest fan of your product? I said, no, this is my 5-year-old daughter. I said, why? I said, she always had irritation because she never wiped and everything. On one day, I just used it, and she was very happy. No more irritation. So that was very, very like touching to me. Like, wow, like really like to make a difference. Even a 5-year-old like asked for it. So that's maybe like on the long term doing something for the little girls. We're thinking of doing a serum too, but we complete the line. So our
Uh,
lab,
yeah, would you suggest? I mean, I have myself a teenager, and my mom is in her 80s, and it's usable no matter what the age. The sooner we use, the better it is. That's the
it's not
suggestion.
the it's not the better it is, but like for your daughter, she won't use it all the time. Say once in a while, like when she go to work out and after she walks, um, or she shave, because like after the irritation, like it's very important to use something 2 hours later. So rejuvenate is great for that. But like for your mom, for example, like when with after the menopause with the lack of estrogen, and It's you need more often because it becomes like sandpaper. Our formula is hypoallergenic and paraben-free and without estrogen, so we have a lot of cancer survivor patients who use it too. Because like when one of the consequences of the treatment is a very dry and a very sandy skin feeling on this area.
Yeah, by the way, my mom had one. Then it's not a joke. That she has one, and at that age, it's more dry than it needs moisture, and she is using it personally. Then that's on a personal note. I'm saying that. A teenager is a little bit difficult to control the discipline in any sense. Then it's difficult to control that as well. Um, since we started this event, we are asking our brand founders what they are proud of, like badass moment. We called it badass moment, and we start sharing it this month, and we're gonna share it most of the time because it's moments that we are proud of, and we asked our audience, we asked our members also to share their badass moment, and you are no exception. I'm gonna ask you the same question. Do you have two, three badass moments that you would like to share? You're proud of, personal or business?
So
It's great.
first, I will start with REJUCREAM. When we launched last year in October, we did a soft launch party with most of the godmother being there, and I was very proud of it to see this dream came to reality and to see all these people were supporting me since the beginning being there. And when I saw the team too being there, like that was one of my proudest moments in my life. The other like moment of my life when I became an American citizen over 10 years ago, and my grandmother looked at me and say, I'm so proud of you, you made it. You make your dream come true, you follow your dream and you go for it. You're I was crying. I was like, for my grandma, like it was not imaginable to like move to America to make it. And she like, me, you're safe now, you will be like, you're good. So like, I'm not have to worry about it. So that was my second badass moment. And that was very touching. And my other badass moment is when I moved to the US. And I was living in the Netherlands. I was not a very happy person. I was very stuck. And I had an interview in Paris with a woman, Madame Follow Ouattara, who used to own the Destange. And when she hired me on the spot, said, I want you in the US. And when can you start? And like when she told me that, I was like, wow, that's unbelievable. And pretty soon after, I was here. So this is another badass moment. And everything happened because of you, and because of a woman in my life. Everything. And my mother was very proud of me too at this time. She couldn't believe it. She was like, "Ugh." So, voila.
The butterfly effect. One thing that changed many things in your life.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, thanks for sharing your badass moment, because it takes like, yeah, I'm proud of myself. I did a good job, and I hope you're proud of yourself too, and you can put your badass moment. This is like, it's so important to be proud of ourselves, and you are living the American dream. Even if we live in tough times now, I know it's COVID and everything, but we still, through crisis, we thrive. Not
Mhm.
only survive, we thrive. And by creating businesses, it's businesses to solve problems, and you are definitely solving a problems. You want to help a woman in many ways, and I know it, and that's why you are at Boutique, because we love you, we love your brand, we love your product. And don't forget, it's 20% off if you want to show Rejuvenate. It's the hero product. Then it's automatic for 1 week. You have 20% off on Rejuvenate. It's $59. You take 20% off. You order at boutique.nyc. You go to REJUCREAM and try it. It's worth the try. If you never tried a moisturizer for your intimate care, it's really the time to do it. As you know, we don't have discounts like forever. We do it especially during events. Then take advantage of it. And this one is for 1 week. We also have it in the sample box. Look at my French, like perfect. The sample box. Then if you want to try it, it can last how long? The samples.
It's a
3
5
hours.
ml.
It's a 5 ml.
Yeah, this is 30 ml. This is 5 ml, like for a week, or maybe a little bit less than a week.
Yeah, then a week gives you really an idea of how the product works. And when you use it one time, it's going to be part of your routine. And this is a great way to take care of yourself. And if you have any question, we are totally here. Ask any question. We have Ludovic with us here. Hope you understood our accent in French. I kill it, I know, in French. I really improve my English, but it's work in progress, as we say. Then if you have any question here, if you comment, I don't know. Hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful too. I don't know who you are because I don't see the name. It's only Facebook user. Then if you want to show up with your name, it would be great. If you have a question, you're welcome. And I hope you learned today about the intimate care and how to take care of yourself. In that part, the story of Ludovic also is so interesting. And I hope you can have some takeaways from it, or you read to some of the badass moment also he shared. Then if you have any comments, we're still here. I would like to thank you, Ludovic, very much. And if you want to add anything else, I'm all in.
I would like to add something like you can subscribe to our email, blog. We give like some blog about intimate care once every 2 weeks. You can find if you have any question like on the website, like we have all the blog, all the question like about education. So you can just go there and like read. And if you have just if you have any question, you can email us. Thank you.
Of course. Obviously, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today. As always, you stay tuned for more live events. We announce them very soon. We always have live events every week. Subscribe to our event calendar. That way you have a notification automatically. Visit boutique.nyc to see other mission-driven brand, because all of our brand founders are mission-driven. That's why they are at Boutique. And Maritza say, love this. And enjoy the weekend. It's Friday today.
Yeah. Full weekend. And have a wonderful holiday, because like the holiday, Easter, Passover, have a wonderful time. It's beautiful today.
It's very beautiful. Me, I'm in Florida today. Then there's sun. I'm happy for that. Then have a good week and another weekend. And see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.